Most founders think they're the hero of their business, but plot twist, right now you might actually be the villain. If you're like I was, and most founders that I work with, you're the bottleneck in your business. And I'm about to prove it to you with a story that almost destroyed my company and the 3 discoveries that saved it. For years, I lived in what my mentor, Scott Chisholm, calls the pain cave. This is, shoulders heavy with responsibility, brain buzzing at 2 a.m. with 1,000 things left undone, team members waiting on decisions I hadn't had time to make that day. And I was building a company out of sheer willpower, doing it all, holding it all, leading it all, okay? Until I wasn't really leading. I was just surviving. And here's what finally broke me. I had this moment where I looked around and I realized that for all the firefighting, the real fire I was trying to ignite, momentum and growth, felt just like a match that was about to be blown out, right? My team was capable. Hell, they were talented, but they were stuck waiting on me for everything. And that's when it hit me, just like a freight train. Simon, you have skills and superpowers that are dragging you down because they aren't where you create the most value anymore. Mind blown. I mean, I was the problem, not my team, not my market, not my competition, not something else, me. But here's what shocked me the most. This realization didn't come from a boardroom or a business book. It actually came from a decision I almost didn't make. A mentor I respected reached out about coaching me, but it would require a big commitment, both time and money. So my first thought was, well, maybe next year when I have some extra margin, right? I started building my case in my mind. And when I have more cash, I'll hire that coach. Or when the season slows down, I'll invest in this. And when I'm, maybe when we're more stable, I'll work a bit more on the business. Sound familiar, right? But then something shifted. I realized I might not make it to next year. And that's when the brutal truth hit me. I won't need help then. I need help now so I can make it alive to then. And that's when I made the decision, one I've battled over and over throughout my life as a founder. And so I said yes to the investment, even though it scared the hell out of me. And everything changed, not because of the coaching itself, but because I finally understood something that most founders never figure out. The moment you delay the decision you know you need to make, you surrender to fear, disguised as responsibility or strategy or wisdom. And that decision taught me 3 things that every founder needs to hear. The first thing is that growth doesn't come after things get better. Growth is what makes things better. I was waiting for perfect conditions to make imperfect decisions. That the only way out of the corner is to grow out of it. You don't scale a business by default, you scale it by design. Number 2 is you can't delegate your way out of disconnection. I kept hiring people and giving them tasks and thinking that would free me up. But Jim Rohn was right. You can't hire someone else to do your push-ups for you, right? The internal work of becoming the leader your business needs, that's on you. But, you can get help seeing it, but you can't outsource it. Number 3 is busy creates burnout. Alignment creates acceleration. Here's what I learned. Founders don't need more tactics. They need more alignment, more vision, not more software or consultants. They need someone to help them see and help them think and to experience the gap between their vision and execution, to realign their role around only what they can do. You see, it's not about shipping more, it's about shaping more. So here's my question for you. Are you in this place today? Are you stuck in the when I trap? Are you the bottleneck in your own business? Are you waiting for the perfect conditions, to make the decisions that would change everything? Because here's the truth nobody wants to tell you, and they probably won't, is you'll never feel ready. But you can choose to get real about where you create value. Get real about the fear that keeps you playing small. Get real about the version of yourself you're becoming and what has to die to get there. Yes, what has to die to get there. And see, you either grow through the wall or you back away from it. But the only way out is through. And my promise to you is that everything I've shared, I've lived. Not once, not twice, but 3 times or more. I see, I've been the bottleneck. I've been addicted to performance and pressure, and I've tried to power through instead of partnering up. This is so personal to me, but I stopped running from the mess. And I started turning my mess into momentum, and you can too. And today, I help other founders do the same. So if you're done waiting for the perfect time and you're ready to grow out of the corner you're in, I run free clarity calls each week where I'll sit with you and we can diagnose exactly where you're the bottleneck and map out your breakthrough. It's specifically for founders and founder-led companies ready to stop spinning and start scaling and build their legacy. So links below, time to stop waiting, time to stop justifying, time to grow out of the corner you're in before you get pushed out of it. Growth is the way out.